Hello. I am your host, Dr. Linda H. Scruggs. Welcome to SHEROIC Speaks, where Black women speak out loud and unapologetically. I am so happy and so grateful to be here with you this evening. I am so excited. We're going to spend a little bit of time together. I want to first thank you. I hope you ladies saw the May show. We was live in Atlanta. I want to thank those ladies that were in Atlanta with us. It was a great experience. I want to thank AIDS Atlanta as well for hosting us. We had a great show. We're excited. We're back. We're back in Studio B. We're having a wonderful night. We have a great evening planned for you. Conversations. We're coming back where we're talking about honesty. We're talking about laughter. We're talking about courage. We're talking about commitment and creating spaces where Black women can heal, can grow, and where we can do all this together as we thrive for ourselves and for those who are in our nuclear circles that we care about. But unapologetically, this is a healing place for you first. That is a big part. For generations, Black women have been praised for being strong. But tonight, I'm asking what happens when strength becomes expectation? When they expect you to be strong no matter what. What happens then? What happens when survival becomes identity? We're always on. What happens when that happens? We're going to be talking about that tonight. And what happens when finally we decide that peace is not a luxury, it's a necessity? We're going to have some big conversation. What happens when strength becomes expectations? And whose expectation? What happens when survival becomes one's identity? Come on, sister. And what happens? What happens when we finally decide that peace is not a luxury? It is a necessity. We're in a season, I know I keep talking about peace because the world is in torment. Things are going crazy, right? So that is the time where we grab on to what we need. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. It's self-care and it's self-love. It's self-embracing. Whether you're single, you're married, you community loving, or however, women are taking care of so much, whether it's at the work, whether it's at home, whether it's in your immediate family, your extended family, your friends, often juggling lots of pieces. So tonight I have two wonderful guests with me. I have with me Harmony Brown and I have Dayana. We're gonna have some great conversations. I'm going to come on in. I don't want to hold that. We got a lot of time, but then there's never enough time. I'm going to invite you to go into the chat and comments. Tell us who you are and where you're from. Do me a favor, like the page, share the page. It's another sister in your circle. As we're starting, they can come on in. It's not too late. We're just getting ready to get this conversation started. We're talking tonight, soft life or survival mode. Black women choose themselves. I got a theme. I love this. From exhaustion to intention. That's that self-care. That's that self-love. I'm going to do it with intent, not wait on somebody else to do it, not looking to say, oh, maybe it'll happen, but I'm creating that space for me. So go ahead and like the page, share the page, let another sister come in. Many of you, y'all know, if you want to be part of our text message services, please either go to our Facebook page or sign up at SHEROIC Speaks or send us an email at SHEROIC at ribbon3.org, and we'll put you on our text message. You'll get reminders. Some of the ladies are getting our reminders. We're growing. We're getting techie, making sure folks were saying they was forgetting. what we, they would miss the moment, they would come back and see it in a replay. So we have a new service where we're sending out text reminders, so you'll be with us for all events. Before my guests come in, I want to always thank my sponsors for their generous support of being with us tonight. We're having our sponsors is Gilead Sciences and Vive Healthcare. We thank you for your commitment to the Sheroic brand. But tonight it's about the podcast. I'm going to bring Deanna and Harmony on in. So let's start this conversation going. Let's get this conversation going. Hey, hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Y'all looking jazzy. I had to put some extra lipstick on.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Such an honor.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Oh, there's a little bit of a freeze. Can you hear us?
Now
I can
I can hear
I,
you, Harmony.
I can hear you too, Deanna. I just can't hear Dr. Scruggs.
Lose connection.
Okay,
Okay,
we
we
can
got
hear you
you now.
now.
Ah, Lord, I don't know what's happened. Okay.
Big things are about to happen. That's what
It's a
that
student. I
means.
think it's in COB over here.
Okay. Awesome.
The
Welcome,
universe,
welcome,
the
welcome.
energy, the negativity don't want this to happen.
That's okay. It's
Every
gonna
time.
happen.
Well, I
Yes.
want to hear from you, ladies.
Peace, peace. I didn't know who was going, but you good, Deanna? How you
You go,
feeling?
Harmony. You go,
Okay,
Harmony. Go
good, good,
ahead.
good. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, everyone that's here. I just want to say thank you to all of our supporters, all of the women that's come here to engage with us and exchange with us, all of our friends and family members. I know all day I was being hit up, so love you all. Great and grand thanks to Dr. Scruggs for this platform, for this very necessary conversation, for us setting this record straight on what Black women deserve, what we are worthy of for ourselves, not what we're asking for, not what we're getting at the end of the day, not what's left over, but what we absolutely deserve, what we are worthy of, and what we can create for ourselves. So, thank you so very much for that. As stated, my name is Harmony Brown. You may also have seen somewhere out there in the universe Harmony Davis Brown. And I am a self proclaimed spiritual scientist. I am a community advocate, a healer, an educator, and a wellness practitioner at large. And most of all, well, I'm a mom. And most of all, I'm just a divine being, aligning myself and others with the divinity within us and the divinity afforded to us. And I'm very, very grateful to be here on this platform and get good work done, because there's somebody on here today, including myself, who came here for a breakthrough, who came here for everything they needed to take that next step into herself. And I'm ready to do. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Wow. Thank you, Harmony. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We know you're here for it. I knew when we thought to invite you, I knew it was going to be an exciting night. I think I'm messing up your name, Deanna. Am I messing your?
No, no, that's
Oh,
it.
okay. That's it. Okay, I got it. I'm the worst with Deanna. About
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much. It is an honor to be here. I know that we have had communication. Is there feedback? Is there
a little
some?
bit.
How about now? Good.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a very, very good show. Because the way this is acting up, this is gonna be so good. Okay, so I want to say first again, thank you so much for having me. It is an honor to be in a space with beautiful women. Even our conversations before this just led me to feeling so excited to share what it's like to be women that can relate to each other, that can share the same mindset, the same space. And I love that we're giving this outward. It is a super honor to be in the room with you, Dr. Scruggs. And I love this platform that you have that gives opportunity. I know so much more about you than you think I do. And I'm just gonna give a huge shout out to Dottie, who I'm filling in some shoes. that I don't know if I could feel, but I'm just so blessed to be surrounded by amazing women, even Harmony, my doula sister. So it's just really an honor to be here. I don't really, I know I don't really want to go by titles tonight because I want to honor myself in the space in the softest way I can. But I will share that I am my favorite title out of my many titles is a mother. I love being a mom. And I hope I get to talk about that a little bit. I don't lose myself in being a mom, but I absolutely it's the best thing that I've ever done in my life. I have two beautiful babies, and they are 3 and 4 now. And so that's my one thing. I'm also a maternal health advocate, and I do project management between public health spaces, HIV, and as far as treatment and care and prevention, wellness for women, and just being the best I can be for those who need me and who are around me and that I can relate to. And I'm also a daughter of a king. So I'm here in this
Yes.
just to learn. I'm a learner and I'm very, very excited to be here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I'm excited that both of you are here with me tonight. As I noted, we're really going to be talking about unpacking. Let me say this for though, Deanna. So, the universe. We had invited Dottie, but the universe had you in space. So you don't have to fit her shoes. This is your footprint.
Thank you.
It's your alignment.
Yes. I hear what you're saying. Even the pause. Even through the pause, I hear it.
Yep, Dr. Scruggs, you paused on us a little bit, so we can't hear everything you're saying right now. But in case people are listening to us, we waiting on you to come back in, and it's an honor. Oh, I think she's coming back.
Yes, it's coming back now. Let's see.
Okay, so we can just keep going, I guess, while we wait for everything to come on. Um, and just like we said earlier, welcome everyone. Continue to just go ahead, tag your friends and your family, your girlfriends, your sisters, circles, your work bestie. Get us all on the line. It is a call to the calling of the crowns, right? A calling to the throne of all the crowns. So for us to just come on in and do this work with, for, and of one another. Very excited. Oh, she's back.
I'm getting ready to go. Y'all keep talking. I gotta relocate. I don't know what's happening. I'll be right back. Chris, put me in the green room. I'm gonna relocate. Y'all handle
Well,
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Harmony, I know that some of the segment is to talk about survival mode and how did we get into survival mode. So, would you like to share a little bit about that, if that's something that you can be willing to share on?
Absolutely. So super excited to have this conversation. I do feel like this this soft movement, this soft girl era has become something that's been very commercialized. It's become something that's been very exploited. Um Something that's even been demonized. When we hear soft girl or soft woman or the softness of femininity, it comes off as like where and I'm not even saying it's being misinterpreted as that way, but I'm saying the way that it is generally painted is that we are lazy or selfish or gold digging, and I really want to be able to set that straight from a spiritual standpoint of a divine right and divine alignment in our femininity, of us being able to sit there. It's not about wanting to, have something you don't have. It's not about necessarily being spoiled in the sense that it's been put out about, but it's about being able to safely, calmly, rightfully sit right in the center of her without having to put on shields, masks, just going into places that aren't her. And as it pertains to us getting to that what is it, as it pertains to us getting to the survival mode. And I'm going to reference and shout out to my niece Maya. Love you, Bones, if you're watching. But we talked about, she just saw the movie Is God Is, which was a movie that I thought was a master artistic piece, full of symbolism and message that I loved, as far as the black woman's experience, the black family experience, with all of the things that we've had to endure and what that looks like dysfunctionally. But one of the things that my niece said that we talked about yesterday, as it pertains to this survival mode, she said that she liked, and I don't want to do a spoiler alert. I'm not going to say more than what is in a preview, right? But in the preview of the movie, they're twins. And the twins have different personalities and different roles. And my niece, in part of her feedback, which I was super happy to engage with her about, because I wanted to know where she was mentally and what she saw and experienced as a young woman. Part of her feedback was like, I liked one twin, but I didn't like the other, right? And I thought she was unnecessary or she was extra. And I love that that was her perspective, because what was depicted and what I explained to her without going too much into that was every woman has two sides of her. Every woman, every black woman, I will say for sure, every woman of color that has come up in this structural system has had to develop two sides of herself. There is the side of her that is gentle, that is nurturing, that is hopeful, that is whimsical, that is soft, right? That is light. She's light. Her heart is light. And then there is the side that protects her. There is the side that was developed over time to keep people from coming in your bedroom in the middle of the night, to keep people from exploiting you and abusing you and taking advantage of you. There is the side that creates life, and then there's the side that draws blood. And every one of us have to go through this experience trying to figure out how and when to take that mask off, when it's safe, when it's healthy, is it possible? And many of us have gotten to a point in our existence where we think we are who we who we are at our core, but we have become the mask. We have become the protector. We have become the guard at the door. And we definitely, so I feel like survival comes from that. It comes from years and years and years of protecting her so much that you've become that side of you. And so now we have this discussion of soft, of when can we be soft? Can we put down a burden? Can we say no? Asking about can we do things? When in reality, I feel like that's exactly what we mean by this soft girl era, or women getting into their femininity. It's not us going to do something. A spa day necessarily, right? It's not so much pampering as it is finally being able to listen to her instead of having to listen for her, meaning guard her, protect her, keep her safe, keep her alive, keep other people alive, but being able to actually be in a safe enough space to hear what she needs, where she is, what she desires, what's important to her. And I think that's truly, that's when we move out of survival mode with that softness, that femininity that we're all coming into this space and this movement for, is us being able to say, I've heard her all the time, but I put her behind others. I'm afraid to upset other people. I'm afraid to not perform like the women before me or my idols. I'm afraid to listen to her. She's asking me to stop, to rest. She's asking me to avoid certain spaces and conversations and energies and environments. And softness, I feel like moving out of that survival area is us being able to finally say, I get to listen to her. If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't do it. If she's not comfortable with it, she doesn't have to. If it doesn't align with her, if it doesn't excite her, if it doesn't move her, it's not for her. And I don't mind saying it's not for me. It's for somebody else. So thank you, Deanna. Yes, thank you for that question. I would definitely pose that, unless Dr. Scruggs is coming in, pose that right back to you.
You know what? Y'all doing this thing. I love it. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is doing all this. I don't know. But it's okay. This is wonderful. Y'all done jumped into the deep because I was gonna start with the soft, and y'all like, no, let's talk about this survival mode, right? Things is rough out there. I love it. This soft girl, like this soft girl era. You know, you know, I turned 60, so I'm older. I'm older. I'm seasoned. Got a little paprika on me, so to say, right? So, uh, in soft girl mode seems to have been cycling. We're in a different space and it looks different. I do want to go back for a minute, Harmony and Deanna. I'm gonna come to you in just a moment. But Harmony, I love how you started the conversation that it's not about avoiding responsibility. It's about being intentional. No, we're not lazy. That we ain't doing that, right?
Yeah.
So how do we prepare not just us, but even those around us that sometimes this, soft mode is okay? Because sometimes that is nourishing, is intent when you do it of intent and not to mask. How do you prepare that for other folks to be able to walk in that space with
And I
you?
don't know, is that to me? Is that to Deanna?
That's to you, Harmony. I'm coming back to Deanna.
Okay, okay, okay. I just, because I can talk, and I want Deanna to say what she got to say, and I don't want to step all on her beautiful toes.
Uh-uh.
Um, um. So your question is, how do we prepare others to be able to move into a space of from survival into softness?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. I just wanted to be clear. I think
Because
first
we,
of
we can't stay in, I'm saying that because I don't want us to stay in survival mode.
absolutely. I think one of the biggest things I'm realizing that was erroneous of me to accept in my younger days was I always felt like I could be around any. I felt invincible. I felt like I can be in space with people that didn't think like me, or I could be in spaces where people that didn't necessarily feed me or reciprocate me, but it was okay as long as I could take care of myself. And what I began to learn as I got older is that energy is energy. No one is above energy. People, we reflect one another, we influence one another, and we keep frequency around one another. Okay. And we keep frequency through and with one another. And so for women, I think for those of us that want to be able to move out of survival mode, I think the first thing you do is to not be around those energies that don't reflect what you desire. Don't be in spaces
Mm,
with the workaholics or the recklessness or the those that abandon, those that exploit. Don't be in the draining energies. I've learned over time, when it's time to clock out, clock out. Make yourself clock out. When it's time to choose your circle, choose your spaces for purging, choose them intently. Not just because we like each other or get along or we sit next to each other at work, but the first thing we can do to invite others into that space, or to be a part of that guiding energy, is to be that first. Be a soft woman, and you will draw in soft women, or you will welcome the softness out of other women. And then
that's
I think
that's
we definitely, yeah, I think that's the first thing. I think that's the first thing we have to do.
I love
Can
that.
I
I
can
love
I
us.
can I
I
add?
Go ahead. Yes, you can add, and I
I
got
love
something for
that
you
you
too.
okay. I just want to say I think one of the other first things, and I love that you have the idea of really setting yourself up with around the right energy, because that's huge. But adding, like,
Yes.
identifying what your struggle is, like identify that first, because some people are not living a soft life and don't even know it, right?
Right.
We're raised as Black women to do, go, go, go. So that's normal. So if
Yeah.
we don't even identify that, how can we even know we have to be soft? I think that is
Mm.
the first other things
For
too. Like
sure.
Mm.
really, I grew up. I was raised by a phenomenal women generationally. I had all my great grandmothers, all my grandmothers, my mother, and so for me, I didn't get to see them do soft the way I do soft until
Right.
I broke, right? Because I wanted to be so much like them. And Dr. Scruggs, you mentioned that. Like, are we trying to match what we see? So I think identifying, like, am I in this, before you even get to the soft life, you got to recognize whether or not you are struggling first.
Absolutely.
You let me read into your question, Deanna. I love it. So, Deanna, so often we are we sit around and we wear this badge of honor, right? And for so long we never recognize that we're tired, right? How do we that so to have a badge of honor, do I have to be tired? One of the things I heard you say, like, I love being a mother. You know, we go to work, we may be in partnership of some sorts, right? Um, but does a badge of honor require us to be drained? We find balance in those demanding spaces in our life.
So my circle laughs at me because I say hi to my mom is here. My circle laughs at me because I am like the boundary queen. Like, and it doesn't always feel good, and it's not easy, and it had to take a lot of work and a lot of practice, and I made a lot of family members upset, and I still do. And um how do we do it? We one Are we not living a soft life? Identify, am I living a soft life or not? Right. So for me, I like to get my hair done, I like to get my nails done, I like to go out with my girlfriends and come out with a really expensive bill and all of those things. That's what makes me feel soft, right? But then I also like to garden and just exploring the things. How did I get there though? How did I get there? I did break. And a lot of times
Yeah.
I don't have the answer to not breaking because I'm the girl who broke. But what I do see
Wow.
and what I do wish for black women and women coming, like the next generation, and even I look at my daughter and I'm like, you will never, my girlfriend told me, she says to me all the time, your boundaries are so firm that you will never have to have a stiff wig to live a soft life. So the joke is, I said that the joke behind that is most, and I can be transparent here, right? Because I get a little raw
Yeah.
sometimes, Dr. Scuggs.
It's all right.
So most black women who date white men have bad wigs. That's just the joke. That's the common black woman joke, right? So
That's
you
okay.
have to
Yes.
have a bad wig to live a soft life. And so my girlfriend says to me, you did it well.
Ouch.
You
Yes.
didn't have to have a bad wig to live a soft life. And so I didn't have to, like, I'm saying it here. I could clean it up later, as Dottie would say. I didn't have to date like this white man and look for a man with money. Or I explored myself. So I really encourage women to explore within
For
yourself.
sure.
Wonder, like, go outside. I know everybody likes to ground in the grass and do things like that, but go explore and see if you like that, right? See if that makes you feel softer. Then when even I talk about being a mom, I will never I got boundaries with my toddler children. I will never get lost in being their mom. I'm not doing it.
Uh,
If their hair is done, my hair is done. I'm not. We're not doing it. We're not, because I want to break what we see in black women.
For
Really,
sure.
really bad.
let me y'all know what, this our time is just going too fast in this conversation. I know it's always so fast, right? But let me ask you this question, because not getting lost in someone else's identity, right? I love that. And happen to be that all three of us are mothers. My baby's just turned 35 though, right? Um, all three of us are mothers, and I know everyone's not a mother by birth, that they birthed the child. But many, I always say, folks, you seen the kid, you've been around a kid, you done seen the kid, you need to pop or thump, right? So you know a kid. And I love boundaries. But sometimes as adults, we've had so many boundaries as a kid. We don't know how to set healthy boundaries, right? And because of that, we do find ourselves misaligned, out of control. Now we are surviving. Now we are in the crab basket of life, right? As adults, right? So the sister who, I ain't gonna say unlike me, I'm like somebody. I heard one of y'all talk about the multiple personality. Some days I'm good with it, some days I ain't, right? So that sister who does find herself in that unboundary, that space of survival, and constantly can't get out of it. What are some of the ways we get to navigate, as I was saying early, to the direction of peace? We won't get to the piece by the end of the show. But what are some of the things, if we're talking about being soft, do we also align with balance? Because there always will be spaces and moments that we'll find ourselves in survival. We don't have to live there.
Hashtag.
Um, I have a concept of um soul, mind, body. I know like the theme is mind, body, and soul, but soul, mind, body. So I am a planner by nature, but one of the things that I've done to get out of survival mode, I was in survival mode for like 4 years straight. I mean, badly. But I grasped the concept. I'm going to work on my soul. I'm going to work on my mind, and then I'm going to work on my body. So when you really think
Mm,
about what the makeup of a woman is,
Mm.
you have to be healthy spiritually, mentally, and physically. Black women are we're oftentimes overweight. We are so there, we might get our spirit together, but then we still we still can't work out and eat right to save our lives, right? And so then we might get our mental together. We might find our therapist, the perfect therapist, but we're not praying or spiritually aligned the way we're supposed to. So locking in soul, mind, and body, those are the makeup. You can't survive without touching that. You can't survive without trying to work at that every single day. You can't.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Harmony, what's your thoughts around finding that balance of peace?
So I would definitely say that as a community advocate, and I came up very, very young in the game as far as doing activism. And so all of the greats that I looked up to, even if you go into like Harriet Tubman, it seemed like all of the women were so strong. I come from a long line of very strong women, outspoken women. And it always was this push where it was an honor, like you spoke of earlier. It was an honor to work to the bone. You were a great mother if you got no sleep. You're a great wife if you can see around corners. It just was always this pride. And then as I begin to see this not only break me and change my health and my wellness, but I saw it literally killing women around me. There's so many of my peers, my own age, cancer, ulcers, leukemia. I mean, everything. They hooked up pills, and we're young. We're still young, and I realized like I felt all this time like it was like you said earlier, Deanna, it was breaking me. I felt like it was hurting me, but I felt like that meant I was about it. That meant that I was who I was supposed to be. I was standing up in line to the I have as I'm also a poet, but I have a poem that said iron spine women before me. The women before me had iron spines and you just in line. And
Mm.
then I began to realize that these women, even if we want to go back as far as Harriet Tubman, worked this way for me. Right? They did these things so that I had a chance to breathe. Same thing, like you said, for your daughter. And I do the same things with my daughter. So when it's just like I create a life so you're not begging, I create a
That's
life so
right.
you're not doing something strange for a piece of change. I don't want none of that for you, right? Not saying that I ever did anything like that, but I move away so that you have a reality that is different from mine, just like the women before me moved that way. So as the life began to change, the way that I shifted that, or I would moved to other women to shift it, is that I looked at it the same way I look at my children. I don't play about them. And I realized throughout life, I would always point out, like, these people are playing with me. This job is playing with me. Homeboy is playing with me. But I realized how many people play with you because you play about you. Stop playing about you. Stop playing about your wellness. Stop. But when it comes to my children, no holds bars. And I don't always have to bring the claws out to say, not this one. I don't always, sometimes it's a letter, sometimes it's a meeting, but whatever it is, I have a way of letting you know this child deserves peace, a childhood, and stability and sustainability. And I begin to say, when do you say that for you? When do you tell people what harmony deserves? People come to you for what they want and what they need, but when do you put in your stake at the table? I deserve peace and quiet and wellness and no wrinkles and no gray hairs and no love handles and no cancer and no, I deserve to live healthy and well.
I
And so
love
I would
it.
just say, get to that space for yourself of just being able to say, I'm not worried about if people play about me no more. I don't play about me. As soon as I
I
see the
know
game,
that's right.
exit stage left.
I love it. I love it, Harmony. On Facebook, there's these little, the kid videos, kids singing songs, and one of them that I love, little girl saying, "God don't play about me." She telling you to stay back. It's one of my favorites. She be like, it's in all different forms. God don't play about me. And one of the things I've learned, and I've owned it, and I'm so glad as young women, y'all see this now. I didn't learn this until 50.
Yeah.
And it's what you're saying. Each generation is a little bit more. I think my mother was older than 50. So to hear younger women saying it now, that is like real powerful because I'll tell you, at 50, I had my first birthday party. I gave myself a 50th gala because nobody else had ever
Mm-hmm.
given me one. And I didn't realize in it what really planning. Really that I choose me. And I choose me the
Yeah.
way I'm going to design my breath, my peace. I like came through this space because what I hear y'all saying is you're choosing, there's a cost to this choice, right?
Yeah.
And how break up the burnout? Do I take away the stress? How do I take away your stuff and go on a mountain and yodel for myself? Right? So how do I, the cost? Like this lot of some of us lose people and not by death naturally. We lose people because when we choose ourselves, when we choose to wake up, be woke, some folks don't want you awake. Some folks want
Right.
you in their pot. Somebody wants you
Absolutely.
itching. Somebody wants you itching, right? Somebody wants a pity party with you because pity parties by themselves are lonely.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're trying to figure out that balance? I know our time is running out, but I really would want to. I want to know if you can leave me some nuggets because again, talk. I'm gonna say it. I ain't gonna apologize. That I stopped apologizing since right before we started this. Right, this whole show. I have not apologized. When I tell you it's about women speaking out loud unapologetically, I have owned that thing completely. You hear me? This administration
Yes.
and at the federal level and at many state levels have sisters. Over 350,000 black women lost their jobs in the first 6 months. They're
Absolutely.
more still getting layoffs and rifts. Was on with a sister yesterday, got at furloughs. These things are happening, and we don't see everything that's happening in the news. So I would love
Yes.
it. We coming to the end, ladies. We're going to do a raffle. So if you're in there, please stop popping your name in the chat and comments. Chris and them going to pull out and do the raffle wheel. But tell me, like, what can we do? How can we tell sisters to breathe, right?
To
Because they
breathe.
are in survival. Many of them are in survival mode. What can we give them? And I got a job, but it's some survival stuff going on here because everybody around me is impacted.
Everybody. So true.
I'm gonna ask y'all, unpack that. Come on, Dion, I see you.
I would say, for one, anybody can go. Like nobody is worth my peace,
Ashe.
and I mean that. And the question is, do you want to live? And I'm not talking about life or death. I'm talking
Right.
about, like, while you're here, do you actually want to just live this
Right.
life? And so
Wow.
my concept and my belief to match what you're asking is, like, do you want to live, and who is worth your peace? Like, who's worth the life? And then once you gather that and realize and wake up and nobody, because it should be nobody. Once you grasp that mindset, um I've lost it all. Actually, I've lost things that I never thought I would lose, and people that I never thought I'd lose, and some people came around. So, and that not everybody's going to appreciate that you loving yourself in that way, and that's okay. Those are the people that are not supposed to be in your life or in
Yep.
this season, while you grasp that. And so,
I love it.
and then and stop over functioning so people can under function.
There we go.
Oh,
That'll kill you.
oh, did you just what? Wait a
She just
minute.
dropped the gem.
Wait a minute. Stop
Yeah, that'll
under
kill you.
functioning.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Stop
love
over
it.
functioning so people, because if you move, you move, and they're sitting back watching you, they're gonna think that you like moving, and you looking at them, and you're looking at them saying, I like what I see that they're doing. And we just looking at each other like two fools. Let's all
I
sit
love
down.
it. Let's all
Yes.
sit down. I love it.
Let's
I
all
love it.
sit down.
Harmony, what you got for the sisters?
Yes, I'm gonna get out real quick because I know it's moving. I would say that one of the greatest blessings in my journey has been being able to come to the conclusion, or in this grand understanding, that we live in a patriarchal, oppressive structure. This is the structure of our society and our development. It was not designed with you in mind. None of it. Your family, your marriage, your children, your health. You are not the design structure for this. For creation, yes. For capitalism, no. Right? So if you know that this was not designed with you in mind, stop engaging in unnatural rules of engagement.
Mm,
So what I mean by that is that I had to learn that I was fighting a system in the way in which the system was fighting me: savagely, sacrificially, endlessly, relentlessly. That's not my strong point. Love is my superpower. Creation is
Yes.
my mission. So why am I coming on your territory with your weapons when I have divine weapons of mass destruction and mass creation, depending on how you greet me today? So, but I learned that you are divine. As a divine feminine, that's your powerhouse. Don't step outside of your superpower to engage in unnatural rules of engagement. That's
mm,
what they want from us. They
mm,
want us to be, we big, we better than the men, we bigger than the men, we move like men, we are men, we tough, we hard. That's not, I was created in an entirely different reality, a different mission, and a different operation. I master that, I master this. Master that. Don't let them move you, sis, out of your space of peace, out of your space of love, out of your space of gentleness, nurturing, intuition. Tune into her. That's when they gotta come play on your court. Come play over here. Come play where we glow. And that is how I realized, like, we're moving away from, I'm not playing on your terms. Those terms, like you said, Deanna, they kill us. They are killing us. They are destroying us. What has been designed as what we should go after or what we should aspire to, no, she knows. She knows. You know, sis. Everybody here. She's speaking. You've been quieting her. He's been quieting her. They've been quieting her. She knows and she speaks to you, and listen to her. She's where you went.
Wow. Wow.
wow.
I love this. I'm a black woman, first of all. Let me say that real quick. I love
Listen,
being a black woman. And I love that I'm in this
wouldn't change
season of
it.
my life
Mm,
that I got all these black, like this
Wouldn't
black
trade it.
love. Harmony says my superpower is love. You
Mm.
know, I love it. Dion, love it. You
That's
know,
soft.
don't miss. That's right. That's right. That's soft.
That's
You know,
all.
that's soft. It so I hear us even in survival as black women, we get to be soft. I love
Yes,
telling a few years ago, me and my husband did a magazine, and in the magazine we was doing an interview, and the guy was like, well, what attracted you to Linda? Because unlike you, Deanna, I was caught up in my kids and didn't know to even look for another love after my first divorce. Right. I kind of like was caught up. The guy asked my husband that. He said she was wearing them stockings. And like every time he saw me, I'm on the grind, right? And when I'm working, I'm on a hustle. I'm doing this thing. But he saw those stockings. And when he said it was interesting because I didn't think the guy was gonna put it in the article, but he did, right? But what it made me realize, where I'm in my biggest hustle, he saw that soft part of me. And I love this space, as Harmony said it. I ain't built like that. I ain't picking up no boxes. I ain't moving no mountains. I ain't moving no furnitures, and I love that, in my day job, I'm out there. People know who Dr. Scruggs is, right? But I love to come home and be his wife, to be his
listen,
friend, right? I love to be my mama's baby girl still. You know,
listen.
I'm the youngest of four elder queens. I love that I've learned to be the youngest. I used to tell folks I'm the youngest oldest. But I've learned that in the last 11 years, like that's some soft space, being who you are,
Mm-hmm.
aligning in it, and
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
embracing it, right? And no apologies. There's no apologies. It is no
yes,
apologies for us, however you find that soft space. But what we're saying is soft is good, survival is necessary, but your peace is required to have both.
ooh,
You have
that's
to
Mm-hmm.
good.
know when you're surviving so
Good.
hard that you're fighting and you're battling and you have forgotten focus of what the fight and battle is about.
That's it.
Harmony talked about white supremacy. She didn't use that term. I'll use it, right? That oppression in the game. We'll get caught up in it. The July show, we're going to talk about the 250th anniversary in a different way than y'all hearing about it on Facebook. Please be here
Mm.
on July 2nd. We're going to have a different conversation about what 250 means for Black women.
Mm.
How have they not shown up?
Wow.
And
Wow.
how much we still do. So that's it. Stay tuned. Be with us on July the 2nd. I ain't gonna go there. No spoiler alert. But the 250 ain't the same for all of us.
Ashe,
It ain't the
ashe.
same for all of us. Right? I'm gonna do one more thing before we leave. Queens, I'm gonna tell you thank you. Thank you. This has been an incredible moment. I apologize. I guess I got to go over to Studio A. I won't be in Studio B next time. I don't know what's happening, but thank y'all for holding the. See, that's how Black women is. Deanna, you was the right one to be here.
Right
Homie was the
one.
right one. Cause the universe wanted to hear y'all allow me to decrease, right? But thank you for showing up.
Yes,
I hope the
you.
ladies who are listening, I saw them dropping out some jewels and dropping in some pieces.
They were.
Please, please celebrate these ladies. Tell them thank you. I am Sheroic. You're Sheroic. We're not leaving. We have talked tonight about survival. We have talked about strength. We've talked about peace. We've talked about choice. We've talked about ourselves. We've talked about those who we have allowed into this space as we're growing,
Yes,
right? And it's not a space for everybody. It's not a space for everybody. I love that some of the folks who walked away because I didn't have to turn them away.
Mm.
ashe.
Everybody's not meant to go with us when
Oh
we're
yes.
deciding we're creating. People, that's the thing, say stay in your lane. I told my
Yeah.
husband earlier, I said, I got a parkway. Because
Listen,
sometimes I
Yes.
got to change lanes. I'm just,
that's true.
so lane. But my life is big enough. There are times where I got to change lanes because the wind is shifting.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I don't know if she's frozen. Can you hear her, Deanna?
Yeah, she is frozen.
Okay, she's
But
frozen up a little
I think
bit.
we don't want to forget about that raffle.
Yep, there's a raffle.
That
Okay, she's back for the
I don't
raffle.
know. I'm gonna tell you this. What we're gonna do? I got the raffle winner.
Yeah.
Our producer back there. She sent. They did it. It's Michelle Lopez. I know Michelle. Hey,
Oh,
Michelle. Michelle Lopez is out of New York.
congratulations.
Michelle, please email us at heroic@ribbon3.org. They're gonna put it on the screen. Please email us. Michelle is out of New York. Thank you. I love it. Ladies, tell us where you're calling, where you're coming in from. I love that. Again, if you want to get messages, we're doing things throughout the month. We come live on the first Thursday of every month. But throughout the month, we got some good heroic stuff happening. We're going to start doing some additional video and conversation on Facebook at Sheroic Speaks. So if you haven't joined the page yet, please go join the page and have some insights. You may see these ladies on some heroic moment conversations. Ladies, y'all have been powerful. You have been wonderful. I'm Dr. Linda H. Scruggs. This has been Sheroic Speaks. Please, with me, remember, I am Sheroic and you are Sheroic. As we're
Yes.
leaving out, if you would just drop into the chat and the comments, I am Sheroic. I want you to own the unapologetic
Mm,
part of being beautiful Black women inside and out. And I'm not talking about the beauty of these makeups and hairs and fancy blouses and earrings. I'm talking about that God, that creator, that
Sure.
universe, however you celebrate it, has allowed and like privilege. Blackness is a privilege to me. As a
yes.
Black woman, I want privilege and we are
I love
heroic.
it.
I am
We are
heroic.
strong.
I am
Ladies,
sure.
you. Thank
I'm
you.
strong.
Every have a great rest of your month. We'll see you in a couple of weeks with some heroic shout outs and love. Everybody have a great one. Thank you very much,
Very
ladies.
grateful.
Bye.
Thank you. Love and